to at the film festival. Congratulations. Great. So we have director Sergey as well as our actress Samal. Anybody with questions? 有問題請你哋舉手。No questions. I have questions. Can I ask question? I'll start first question. Amazing cold Moscow. How long did you film the snow in Moscow? 莫斯科落雪落成咁樣，影咁多，我想知道要花咗幾多時間去咁樣去拍攝呢啲落雪落到咁凍嘅情景。
Well, I think you will surprise us. The shooting was completely, the whole period of shooting was 6 years, but we shot only winter time and springtime sometimes, but not completely.
Not completely. So 3 years, but only.
No. I mean, the thing is that we started. It was 6 years ago. We started, and we shot some very beautiful shots, and then 3 years in Moscow there was no snow. I mean, it was snowless.
Not enough snow for you.
Not only enough, but no snow at all. Because we collected snow everywhere. Just to have snow, a little snow even. But this strong snow was just this last year. It was last year.
花咗一段時候啦其實有6年去拍，咁但係咧亦都係要有3年，其中有3年真係冇落雪，即係拍唔到咯。咁但係真係大嘅雪係舊年，so last year was the big snow, big winter。所以舊年嗰啲雪景你睇到晒。So the big ones are from last year's snow.
From the 6 years ago.
6 years，即係6年前嘅雪同埋舊年嘅雪。Great. Okay. Another question?
Thank you. Congratulations on the big achievement for this film. I really love your performance, and it was so intense that my face was like all twitching when I was watching it. Can I ask you, like, how do you prepare for this role? It is so intense.
佢演出嚟可以想像我哋女主角無論係佢個表情、感情等等，都係咁濃咁直情我哋睇嘅觀眾亦都相當之投入。所以想知道其實女主角係有啲即係點樣去做個準備功夫呢 ？How did you prepare?
Конечно, мне было очень сложно. Прежде всего, шишея.
Thank you. 謝謝。
Конечно, сложно было, потому что вот как раз-таки у меня нет детей, и это было сложно, что первые 5 дней.
It was very hard, first of all, because I don't have children, and it was very hard to achieve this condition, of woman after next day after giving birth.
其實我自己係冇生過細路仔啦，咁所以其實係好難去演呢個咁樣嘅角色，而你可以想象就係即係生咗個細路之後嘅1、2、3日發生嘅事。
Каждый раз, каждое движение надо было очень много репетировать, смотреть, и, конечно, надо было наблюдать и разговаривать с женщинами.
We rehearsed every movement, every episode, and we should control everything. And also, for every scene, we should talk to women in maternity hospitals.
其實係有好多準備功夫，同埋其實你可以想像係好高嘅難度，同埋每一場其實都關聯到好多唔同嘅嘢，無論係動作等等，其實係同相當多嘅啱啱喺婦產科裏邊，即係產婦同啲產婦傾過，大概知道譬如話生理上等等係點樣嘅感覺。
And from my side, I can say that of course, I studied myself a lot to make this film. I mean, a woman, physical and mental conditions, and everything is authentic here, because maybe women who are here, they understand what I mean, because everything with blood, with physical condition is authentic in this film. It's really how it happened.
導演真係亦都做過好多研究去諗點樣去構思呢一個故事，同埋其實真係嘅裏面嘅全部嘅動作啊，譬如話血啊等等咧，即係嗰個身體嘅一切啲反應真係根據真係產婦同埋產婦生咗細路仔之後嘅情況嘅，咁相信在座係生過細路仔嘅人，可能係都會有同感。
And we wanted to achieve truth in every element of this film, and with condition, with the physical condition of main character, also with nature, with animals, with in that clinic. Everything should be true, because I'm in the past documentary filmmaker, and I like very much to see truth on screen.
我亦都希望咧喺呢個電影雖然係劇情片，但係絕對係根乎一切所謂真實啊！我所謂嘅真實係譬如天氣啊、人嘅身體啊，就算係嗰個獸醫嘅診所啊等等嘅，通通其實都係好接近真實。同埋咧，我自己本身以前一直都係一個紀錄片嘅導演嚟。
I want to believe myself when I watch a film. When I'm a spectator, at the same time, I want director to pull me, to into this world, what he creates, and at the same time, myself, when I make film, I want also audience to believe and to be inside, to see the story by her eyes of the main character.
我希望其實咧觀眾睇電影，我自己睇電影都係好希望可以真係投入到裏面感情。咁我自己現在拍電影都係希望你哋係完全可以從我哋嘅女主角佢眼中、佢腦海、佢心裏邊感覺到嘢。Great, thank you. Another question， 悲三行唔該。
Hi. Thank you so much for the film, and I just wonder, why this issue interests you so much? Because I think it's a migrant issue, and also it's very you use a perspective from a woman, and I'm just interested, how this thing come up with you, and why you decided to make this film.
一咧就係當然就係外地勞工嘅一個問題啦，呢個涉及到。除此之外咧，就係從一個女人嘅角度一個咁樣嘅情況一個女人。咁想知道導演係點樣得到呢一個內人嘅衝動去咁拍呢個電影
？Well, several years ago, I read information in internet about migrants in Moscow, and I read information that they abandoned 1 year about 250 children in maternity hospitals in Moscow, Kyrgyz women.
喺幾年前我係睇過新聞嘅喺網上邊，喺莫斯科嘅呢一啲嘅外地勞工只係1年係曾經係遺棄250個嬰兒，即係喺產婦喺產科喺醫院度，跟住就遺棄咗啲細路仔。
I lived in Kazakhstan. I was born in Kazakhstan, and I lived in Kazakhstan, and I know very well the nature of Asian woman, and it's very unnatural, very strange for Asian woman to abandon child.
而我自己係卡扎山出世嘅，我亦都好明白亞洲亞裔嘅女人係點樣去睇佢哋細路仔。所以如果係呢一啲嘅亞裔嘅女人外勞去到莫斯科而遺棄佢哋嘅嬰兒，係一咩嘅情況？
And I ask myself why they leave children, what reason, why they break the main law of human being.
我想知道即係佢哋點解會咁樣去違法去做呢樣嘢？仲有最緊要嘅就係道德或者人道身為一個人，竟然一個女人係可以生咗細路之後係遺棄嘅細路仔。
And I met several women, Kyrgyz women in Moscow. I talked to them and I researched, and then I decided to make film about this problem.
所以我係做過一啲採訪，係對於卡扎嘅女人，咁然後跟住就構思到做呢一個劇情片。Thank you. You have a question or a comment?
Just a comment.
I think maybe we need time for questions.
But maybe I just can add a little more for the question why I make a man make out woman special, so special.
亦都想特別提一提，我身為一個男人，一個男導演，點解會係選擇拍呢個從女主角同女人嘅角度去睇呢個故事
First of all, I wanted first to make film about nature of a human being. First of all.
第一係關於人，我哋人自己本身嘅本質。
But as soon as I started the film, at a certain moment I asked myself, maybe I have to stop because maybe a woman should make film about this subject.
喺準備同埋拍攝嘅過程都諗，或者我應該唔做呢個電影，應該揾一個女導演去導演呢個電影。
Because it was so difficult to understand mentality of a woman and physical aspects, and so many information, so many slight details I must learn, and I asked myself, maybe I have to stop, maybe it's not my film. But then I decided to finish anyway.
但係主要係因為點解咧？因為好多真係女人嘅角度啦、女人嘅感覺啦，好多細微細緻嘅嘢係我要逐樣去學啊，先至可以導演到呢個電影。咁所以我就話，如果係咁，一個女人就會易好多咯。咁但係始終我係堅持將呢個電影完成。
I became Ayka myself for a certain period.
You became what?
Ayka, I mean the main character. I became.
我差唔多好似變咗啦，喺電影裏邊嘅角色。Okay, good. Another question? 仲有冇問題 ？No, I don't want repeat questions. Let's see. 仲有冇第三個人有問題？第四個人有冇問題？仲有冇人有問題 ？No questions. How come? Oh, good, wonderful.
Hi. So the cinematography is quite amazing. It kind of reminds me of the name. The Belgian directors, the brothers. So can you talk about more about the cinematography and how would you manage to capture the coldness and the wet of Moscow snow?
攝影嗰方面好出色，同埋咧係令到我哋聯想到嚇比利時嘅 ，sorry， I don't know which one you're the Belgian directors you're talking about， 但係即係有歐式嚇，仲有就係點解導演好似喺鏡頭嗰度已經可以捕捉到嗰種冷嘅感覺，同埋嗰種濕嘅感覺，寒冷。
On starting the film, I never tried to think up, method of shooting or camera, what camera should, how camera should move. I never understand before, because to understand the movement of camera and how I should show closely or in distance. I should understand dramaturgy first of all, and then the character, how to tell the story.
其實最重要係點樣去講呢個故事，明白嘅戲劇性，明白啲人物。其實我拍嗰陣時唔係話我有某一個方式、某一種嘅方法、某一種嘅想法，而係我覺得嗰個鏡頭就要跟嗰啲情節去喐。
And I realized that this story is very difficult to tell because Ayka, the main character, she doesn't tell anything about herself. And we don't understand her past. We don't understand how she lives because she hides. She doesn't show. She doesn't communicate to anybody because she hides the baby. She hides the pregnancy, her pregnancy, and nobody knows about child. And how to tell the story if she doesn't tell anything?
而家喺呢個故事裏邊嚇，Ayka 即係頭先你講 Ayka 呢個人，Ayka 呢個人其實你乜都唔知道佢嘅背景啊，點樣揾到錢啊等等，點樣會有 BB， 通通呢個 Ayka 呢個角色其實呢個人係將佢全部嘅嘢都藏埋喺度嘅，都唔知。
At certain point, I understood that the camera should be very close to her, that we could see every slight movement. Her eyes, all the time her eyes, because you see how much her eyes tells, how important. That's why Samal plays this part, because her eyes is very rich, what you saw on screen.
你都睇得到嘅，其實咧，我哋對演員嘅眼係好富有感情。咁同埋其實你睇個鏡頭，經常係好近佢，呢啲近鏡係真係跟蹤佢，你睇到晒佢塊面全部嘅好細嘅表情佢睇到。
Because this film is not only a social film, this is also a psychological film, and how to tell this psychology, how to show, how to give you possibility to understand it all. That was my task, and that's why I put camera very close, and sometimes it's not comfortable to see, but at the same time we feel all the time her and how she lives and how what she feels. You know, that's why camera is so moving and also very close.
呢個故事唔單止係反映社會嘅，因為真係反映人同埋嘅心理，因此嗰一個鏡頭係真係好接近佢，同埋經常喺度喐嚟喐去。
And of course, what I said, that's why I took Samal because of her eyes, and I knew her face maybe better than her mother knows.
Oh, I see. OK， 導演話一陣咧就係Samal我哋演員嘅眼真係好富有感情啦。除此之外咧，就係導演現在熟悉佢塊面，有時真係嗰啲近鏡係使我哋睇嗰陣時都未必覺得好舒服，但係全部嘅細節都睇到晒。咁同埋導演話，甚至佢現在熟悉Samal嘅面孔係比阿Samal個媽媽更加熟悉。
And also because we shot 6 years, you know, I should control everything.
因為你可以想象嚇，已經係6年啦嚇，拍呢個電影，咁你可以想象導演係幾熟悉。Okay,
and Moscow, it was a half documentary shoot. I mean, we just put her to real situation, to real Moscow, you know, underground or in the street, and we shot just how it was. We never stopped people. We just put her to real life.
而拍攝啊，so on the street, the traffic all the same 啦。So 拍攝嗰陣時，無論係拍啲街或者係拍啲地下室等等，通通係啲真實嘅地方真實嘅情況咁樣拍。
For me, it was very important to feel for audience to feel real Moscow atmosphere, because it's very rarely you can see real Moscow. Usually people shoot somewhere else because it's very hard to shoot in Moscow. You know, sometimes it's forbidden. Some roads closed. You know, because you cannot shoot easily in underground. Everything is, you know, very difficult. And my task was to show real winter Moscow by eyes of immigrant.
有好多人咧，其實如果係拍關於莫斯科嘅電影，未必一定喺莫斯科拍添，喺出邊唔係呢度拍都算㗎啦。我呢一個電影係100%嘅喺莫斯科拍，同埋係真嘅街景，同埋我係要你哋感覺到真實嘅莫斯科建築同埋道街道。
And we shot in outside. We shot all on film, on a Super 16 film.
而全部外景啊，都係用 Super 6拍嘅。
And inside it was digital camera, outside film camera. Super 6.
所以咧係即係外邊真係用菲林拍啦，而咧全部室內咧就用係用 digital 去拍，數碼拍啊。OK，another question， 仲有冇問題 ？Good。
So I think it's a beautiful fiction film, but after hear you sharing, I wonder what's your intention of deciding you want to make a fiction film instead of a documentary.
因為知道導演係拍過電影，拍過紀錄片啦，同埋仲有就係呢個當然係一個劇情片，咁但係導演用咗個咁真實嘅一個方法、真實嘅手法去拍。就想知道導演其實有冇諗過拍一個紀錄片咧？
What you
To make documentary of the migrant women.
Yeah, because usually
instead of
a fiction film.
No, well, it's impossible. How you could imagine that some woman could you know, accept that you will make film about her, such a documentary film? It's private life. It's private, you know, subject, and how I'm sure no woman, no one woman will agree, you know, that we could make film about these physical aspects, you know, mental things. It's impossible.
如果係真係用紀錄片方式嘅話，邊度去揾到有人？係因為好多係個人私隱，相當之個人嘅嘢啦。除此之外，仲係非法啦，因為係非法嘅勞工嚟㗎嘛。點樣去有人會肯應承俾你去做呢一個紀錄片嘅主角
That's why I stopped making documentaries because before I was a documentary filmmaker. That's why I stopped because there is a private borderline and you cannot overcome. Because it's private life and you make a piece of art of reality, of real drama, real blood, let's say. And it's very hard to overcome this barrier. And for this film, especially, it's impossible to imagine that somebody will agree to show his, this very difficult, really heavy life situation.
因為始終呢一個你可以想象係好沉重嘅、好艱難嘅一種生活啦。咁而所謂現實同埋劇情片，其實真係有一條線嘅，點可以超越嗰一條線呢？如果超越咗嗰條線之後，其實係唔係做得到所謂捕捉到嗰個現實？
Even Samal, she's a professional actress. She's professional theatre actress and film actress. Even for her, it was not comfortable sometimes,
就算係 Samal 係一個職業演員、舞台演員、電影演員，但係其實拍呢一個電影裏邊，你可以想像到心中嘅感情嘅複雜，其實都係好艱難。But very good. And very moving 真係我哋覺得係好感動嘅一個電影嚟嘅。Okay, we have time for one last question. 最後一個問題。Oh, good. From another lady. Good, thank you.
The actress is really having a great performance, and I wonder after immersing herself for like 6 years in the film, how did you get out of that emotional?
Sort of from the experience?
Yes, because she's been with the film for 6 years, all the time. I suppose she has no other job.
Oh, I'm sure she has other jobs.
Okay, so how do you get out of that?
Нет, другой работы не было, и мне было интересно. Конечно, было сложно, но у меня был большой-большой интерес, и хотелось сделать большое кино.
I had great interest, for this part, for this role, for this film, and she understood from the very beginning that it should be very deep role, very deep film, and but she didn't work. I mean, she worked only for this film.
For 6 years.
Yes,
wow.
but not all the time. It was not the shooting all 6 years. Sometimes she went to Kazakhstan, to her parents and so on, but she didn't work. Because you know why? Because sometimes she planned to work for some serials, but it was also problematic because if you should keep the same hairstyle and everything, and I asked her maybe it's important, of course, to earn money and so on, but I knew that this part would be very, very strong, and there was her choice to participate or not in small, not strong films. That was her choice, and her choice was to keep this.
我哋嘅演員真係好投入，係應承咗拍呢個電影，6年以嚟都係拍呢個電影。因為始終咧，你話係髮型啊，或者等，即係啲人嘅狀態係保持翻喺呢一個電影裏邊。亦都係因為咧，譬如話有第二啲嘅細啲嘅譬如話電視劇啊等等咁樣揾佢做，但係咁係影響咗佢。
Because we realize the scale of this part, we realize, and that's why now it's film is people moved everywhere because of this intensity, this strong part, and of course we tried. And myself, I also worked only for one film, not for.
兩位都係呢一個劇情片，呢一個片做咗6年，呢6年係完全全身投入去做。I think we should applaud.
Maybe.
Oh, she has another question. Okay, one final last question. One last plus question. Vanilla.
I think it's an inspiring movie, and I also realized
from part to part, you put her out of that underground world and into a world where women are fancy and rich. And is there a reason why you do this?
因為你知道導演喺某一啲場景裏邊係睇到啲好有錢、好靚嘅俄國女人嚇，無論係獸醫所等等，就知道其實有啲咩特別嘅原因。
You're asking, yes, why blueprints? No, even on film, yes, this contrast. I didn't want to make a really specially contrast, but this is Moscow life. I wanted just to show life. I didn't want especially to intensify contrast or to show this. I didn't want to show symbols or too much metaphors. But because sometimes people say, "Oh, this metaphor of human being, animals, and so on." My task, I don't like to, because when you make symbol, then you immediately limit image. And very important for me, very important to show some unique image. And the more unique image you shot, the more aspects, could be from audience, the more feelings, but when you make symbol, then it's just one meaning.
唔係話真係特別想有選擇一啲嘢做隱喻，係因為始終係想等你哋睇得到，反映到莫斯科生活就係點樣，莫斯科嘅生活形式係點樣。如果話淨係將一啲嘢只係用隱喻啊，或者係只係做某一種符號嘅話咧，符號係觀眾唔會有嗰種反應，同埋觀眾有唔同種類嘅反應，因為我哋睇得到嘅係一種現實。
In Moscow, it's like this. Moscow is a rich city on the one hand. A rich city, a lot of rich people, and they have a lot of animals. Sometimes very strange animals like iguanas, crocodiles, even, pigs, everything, snakes, big snakes. But at the same time, there is underground life. These poor people also. And I wanted just to show life, life like it is.
就係生活咯，生活就係話，譬如你啲好有錢嘅人，因為莫斯科其實係一個好有錢嘅城市，你可以睇到獸醫裏邊睇嘅嘢話，都話啦，嗰啲不同種類嘅動物你都睇得到啦。OK， 但係譬如話你喺地下室裏邊嘅生活，亦都係真係好真實嘅一部分。咁其實就係睇到嗰個對比咯。
I think people react everywhere. It's almost the same in every country because it's very universal situation. Because everywhere in big cities, megapolises, there are very rich people who can, who have a lot of strange things. For instance, sometimes, and of course, a lot of immigrants. I don't know how is it in Hong Kong.
Yes.
I'm just here for 2 days. I don't know very well your life. But almost everywhere, situations like this, and the more megapolis, the more alone feel a human being. The more people, the more loneliness.
越大嘅城市越多人，其實啲人就係越寂寞，呢個第一。二咧就係越大嘅城市，其實永遠都係有所謂嘅移民啊，或者係外來啊嘅勞工。咁而外來嘅勞工，佢哋嘅生活係點樣咧？呢啲係喺全世界好多唔同地方放映呢個電影，都有人有所共鳴。
And this film also about a little woman in a big, huge city.
呢個故事係一個大嘅城市裏邊一個小嘅女人嘅故事。
It's about loneliness, and that's why the baby is very important. Became to her because for me, she started as an animal. In the beginning of the film, and in the end of the film, we see a human being, and she cries because this cry of like cleaning, cry of cleaning, because she became a human being and she realized what. Because first she loves the baby already. She will not give up, and she will not give the baby to bandits, and she will keep the baby. At the same time, she understood problems, what she faces.
故事一開始嗰陣時，當佢離開啊逃走嗰陣時，其實感覺係好似一個動物啊。 一個禽獸要走咁樣嚇。咁但係到故事嘅最後嗰陣時，佢揾翻個 BB， 然後睇到落眼淚，通通其實就係佢揾翻佢自己嘅人性。
The last scene is very important, as you see. This is a key scene of the film because she changed during one episode. She changed, and we see how she became a human being in the end, and she feels everything, unlike at the beginning of the film, or when she was just running and trying to fight for money, and that's her performance, great performance.
演出好好就係因為一起口嘅，你可以想到睇到個人性，佢落嘅淚等等係好有意思。Okay, I think we have to end, but thank you very much. Another big round of applause, please.
Thank you very much for your patience because I understand that it's very late now, but you asked a lot of questions. Thank you for that.
Thank you. 多謝。